Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel. So in this video, sasagutin natin yung tanong ng isa sa mga subscribers natin. Yan, kung papaano daw ba mag-save ng peso na dadalhin dito sa Canada. Kasi as all we know, diba, sobrang nagtataasan na ang presyo ng bilihin dito. So kaluwat kanan ang gastos dito sa Canada, whether for rent or for utilities ba yan o other bills. So if you are interested in this topic, please keep on watching. So para sa mga papunta pa lang dito sa Canada na nandyan pa sa Philippines, and even yung mga newcomers, yung mga bagong dating dito sa Canada na nagsisettle down pa lang for a few weeks or months, yan, I think you can relate with me if there are instances na, for example, pupunta tayo sa grocery store for the first time or even mall. Yan, makakita tayo ng values for mga goods or yung mga food na titingnan natin, and then hindi maiwasan ng mind natin na i-convert agad yung nakikitang value from Canadian dollar to Philippine peso. So, anong tawag sa sakit na yon? So, ang sinasabi nila, yan, ang sakit na yon sa mga newcomers, yan, even yung hindi pa nga newcomers na or even naka more than 1 year na nagko-convert pa rin, which is guilty ako minsan, is yan, convertitis. So, yung sakit na convertitis kasi automatic, kino-convert mo agad yung dollar na nakikita mo to Philippine peso. So, for example na lang, pumunta tayo ng Chinook Mall. Yan, real life situation. So, nandito tayo sa food court. So, there's a lot of options to choose from. Kung nagugutom tayo for lunch or dinner, ang dami-daming pagkain. It can range from $5, $15, $20 or more. But say for example, $15 na lang. So, good meal na rin yon. But, syempre, bilang baguhan, yan, nag-iisip tayo, how much ba in peso yung $15 na bibilin ko for a certain meal? So, just a bowl of teriyaki, whatever. So, yan. So, $15. So, minsan magko-convert na tayo agad. So, $15 times, say, 42 yung current conversion. So, for that meal na nakita mo sa Chinook Mall, so, that meal is already 630 pesos. Because, yun nga, nag-convert tayo. So, pwedeng, with that thinking or way of thinking, pwedeng maghanap na lang tayo ng cheaper alternatives, maghanap tayo ng iba pang food na mas mura doon, or kaya, mas pipiliin na lang natin kumain sa bahay para mas makatipid kasi $15 is worth about 630 pesos and marami ka nang mabibili actually kung nasa Pinas ka. But yes, yun nga, since nasa Canada na tayo, it's gonna cost more. Yan. So, bakit nga ba tayo nagko-convert, and bakit nga ba usually nagkakaroon ng convertitis ang mga baguhan? So, unang-una na pwedeng maging reason is because, yun nga, bilang baguhan, yan, ang mga dala mong pera dito ay galing sa iyong peso accounts. Yan, usually, yan, peso accounts na sinave natin. Whether winidraw ba natin yan sa BDO natin and then pina-convert na lang natin yan sa bank or sa money changer, diba? So, yun yung nangyayari sa value ng pera natin. Kaya, tinitingnan pa rin natin, is it worth it kung bago pa natin bilhin? Kasi nga, pinanggalingan yan ay Philippine peso natin. Napakadaling maubos actually ng peso natin na dadalhin from Philippines to Canada. Sabayan mo pa ng effects ng inflation, diba? So, super high cost of living na dito. That's why, yan, hindi maiwasan din na yung minds natin nag-automatic convert. Another reason then, which is actually, ito applicable sa akin. Another reason bakit nagko-convert is because wala pang work yung mga baguhan or bagong dating dito sa Canada. So, even me, for example, wala nga akong work ngayon. So, may times din na nagko-convert ako. Why? Because I am not earning dollars. So, kung ano man yung ginagastos ko ngayon, and since I'm not working, and we are not working yung mga baguhan dito, ang pinanggagalingan pa rin ng pinanggagastos nila is from their Philippine money. So, tinitingnan nila magkano ba yung nababawas in Philippine peso equivalent kapag bibili sila ng ganitong worth ng grocery or goods. Actually, wala naman magiging problem if you are already earning na ng dollar. Sabi nga nila, don't convert yan. Alisin na sa sistema yung convert. Yes, dapat talaga din, lalo na kapag nag-earn ka na ng dollars kasi syempre you're earning dollars, you are also spending dollars na. So, wala nang issue and problema doon. But here, since you have earned previously back in the Philippines peso and you are gonna spend here in Canada in dollars, so medyo masakit yon kasi nagiging maliit yung value ng peso na na-earn natin from Philippines. So again, nakikita natin na bakit tayo convert is because we want to save. Gusto natin makuha yung worth o yung value ng certain item. So worth it ba to bilhin sa ganitong halaga? Worth it ba kainin itong maliit na meal for $15 already? So we have to think and evaluate. Kasi nga syempre ngayon is nagtataasan na talaga yung cost of living and hindi talaga makakatulong kung hindi tayo magiging matipid. So, kung gastos lang tayo ng gastos without even thinking or living within our budget. We have shared doon sa subscriber na nagtanong certain tips para makasave. So, even before coming here to Canada, para meron na rin siyang idea on how to manage well his or her budget and expenses. So, number 1 here is preparation is the key. So, very important dito is to conduct thorough research. Saan ka ba pupunta dito sa Canada? Are you gonna live in big cities or dun sa mga small towns? Sa part ng pagre-research, nakatulong din sa amin, kami ni Alwin before, yung panonood ng vlogs ng different people na nag-share ng kanilang life here in Canada because we are getting already an idea how they budget and how they save their money, knowing na this is already the Canadian way of life. So, syempre hindi natin na maikikare lahat yung mga attitude and yung mga practices natin from the Philippines. So, ibang-iba na rin yan pamumuhay na mangyayari when you come here in Canada. So, another advice that we gave to that subscriber na nagtanong, yan, para makatipid, diba? Syempre, we have to save every peso, every penny galing dyan sa bank accounts natin. So, yung advice namin is to buy things that will be useful for you in Canada. So, bilhin mo na yung mga bagay na feel mo magiging useful dito sa'yo sa Canada. So, although we are saying din na, oh, dito, huwag ka na bumalik kasi meron na dito sa Canada. But if these are just little things na pwedeng magkasya sa mga bagahe nyo, like, you are given in that airline na 2 pieces of 23 kilogram luggages. So, marami na kayong mailalagay doon. So, ang i-focus nyo na dalhin or bilhin sa Philippines pa lang ay yung mga kapaki-pakinabang. And feel nyo, kapag binili nyo dito sa Canada ay magiging mahal na and so much expensive. And then, finally, kung savings lang din naman yung pag-uusapan, maganda na aware tayo sa mga promos, exclusive offers ng even groceries, yung mga internets, or even mga SIM card providers. That's why I've been sharing to you yung exclusive offer
ng Canadian SIM powered by Rogers and Fido.
So, if you are still in the Philippines, you can still avail this exclusive promo para habang nasa Pilipinas pa lang kayo, you can already get the Canadian SIM. By availing their exclusive promo, you will no longer have to pay an activation fee. Kasi kapag dito kayo nagpa-activate or dito kayo kumuha ng SIM card sa Canada na, you have to pay an activation fee and it will cost you about $60. So yan, diba, kahit nasa Philippines pa lang kayo, if you're gonna avail of those kinds of promos, makakasave na kayo ng, yan, wala pang ginagawa, diba? So, back in 2022, when we left Philippines, wala pa ng ganyang promo. So, actually, sabi nga namin, kung meron lang sanang promo or kung aware lang sana kami sa ganyang promo, we have already utilized that because it's already gonna save you a lot of dollars. So by availing this exclusive promo, hindi lang kayo makakatipid sa activation fee, makakatipid din kayo sa monthly payment, which is you're gonna only pay $40 a month and you will already get 50 gigabytes of data per month. That is really a good deal na, guys. So during our time talaga, hindi namin alam na may ganyang promo. Kaya ngayon, we are sharing this to everyone dahil makakatipid rin kayo if you will be availing this kind of exclusive promo. So by getting this though, you'll be able to enjoy unlimited calls and texts Canada-wide, and ma-activate na yon agad-agad yung SIM nyo upon landing here in Canada. So how you will be able to get this Canadian SIM? So just simply register in the link below and just wait for about 48 to 72 hours for an agent to contact you. And guys, i-deliver nila yung SIM card na yon for free. So anywhere in the Philippines. So if you would really want to save while still being in the Philippines, yan, avail their exclusive promo and register on the link below. So those are the simple ways that we can share kung paano kayo makakasave ng inyong peso pag nandito na kayo sa Canada. So again, yung cost of living dito sa Canada has already gone up. And it's very important for us to save in every little way that we know of. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Subscribe na rin kayo in our channel if you have not yet subscribed. And don't forget to click the notification button in order for you to get notified of our future uploads. So yeah, hanggang dito na lang. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!